Welcome back to CBS Mornings. Almost all of the electronics we use rely on microchips. The demand for them jumped during the pandemic, and production disruptions and supply chain issues made it difficult for suppliers to keep up. Chip shortages cost the economy billions. That's right, billions in 2021. Now experts want the government to step in and help American manufacturers make more chips. Meg Oliver is in Malta, New York, 20 miles north of Albany, inside one of the factories at the forefront of chip production in the U.S. Meg, that's a serious suit and a serious operation over there, isn't it?
Posing.
You need a little attitude to wear this, Nate. I got to tell you, good morning. No one is allowed in here unless you're dressed like me from head to toe. That's because we're in the clean room, where they like to boast it's 1,000 times more sanitary than an operating room. They produce about 1 million microchips daily, but the need is so great, they need to put out at least 10 times more than that. How big is this facility?
So this facility is about 420,000 square feet, and that's a give or take about 7 football fields.
Here at GlobalFoundries in upstate New York, everything looks yellow. Special lighting is used to protect the delicate production of microchips. Engineer Christopher Belfi is equipment manager.
How complex is it to make these microchips? They're in everything we use, phones, TVs, cars.
It is extremely complex, and as the demand on capability increases, so does the complexity.
Chips are needed for just about all devices: laptops, home appliances like refrigerators, gaming consoles, and medical equipment. The chips are the brains of devices. The U.S. produces just around 12% of the world's supply, and we've relied heavily on chips produced in Asia. But when the pandemic hit, it shut down major production plants, decreasing supply.
We don't want to rely on foreign entities to be able to give us the brains and the guts of what drive our everyday vehicles, devices, our cell phones.
There is renewed focus on producing more chips at home, as some experts warn not doing so could also be a national security risk. The House is currently considering the Chips for America Act. That would provide U.S. manufacturers with $52 billion in funding to help boost domestic production.
Why is it so important to manufacture on American soil?
Well, I think it starts first and foremost with security. It's kind of trusted supply chain. The second is just think about the economic activity a manufacturing facility brings to the U.S. We employ over 3,000 employees at this site.
Tom Caulfield is the CEO of GlobalFoundries. In addition to upstate New York, they have facilities in Vermont, Germany, and Singapore.
What stage are we at in this chip shortage?
I'd like to be more optimistic and tell you that right around the corner, help's on its way. Just the complexity of technology, that it takes years to put capacity on. And I think for the better part of the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be chasing supply in this industry, not demand.
Experts estimate the chip shortage cost the U.S. economy around $240 billion last year. A recent report from the Department of Commerce found in 2021, demand for chips were as high as 17% more than in 2019.
This is what everybody wants.
This is the goal.
Caulfield says they'll continue to try to meet demand, but they need private investments and federal funding through the CHIPS bill.
It's really important that we have supply chain security in the U.S. and know and sleep well at night that GF will do their part when the CHIPS bill is funded.
Both the House and Senate have passed their own versions of the CHIPS Act, and while there appears to be bipartisan agreement, there is not an official agreement just yet, so no funding. Tony?
Yeah, people want that supply chain to be secure. We used to make a lot of chips. Good to see that we are ramping up production once again. Meg Oliver in the suit in Malta, New York. Thank you very much.